Welcome, everybody, to Friday Night Live right here at ZBHO Dojo. We got some great artists tonight. Great artists. Make sure you go follow them on their individual streams because they're always bringing the heat. Let's get the extreme close-up. Alrighty. So first, coming into the dojo. Let's see, who am I going to bring in first? The thunderstorm of art, the master of Medicus, Leo. Are you there? Of course not. All right, we're going to try this again. We're going to try it with somebody else. You know what? You know who's always reliable? The vitamin of vertexes. He puts the D in Dynamesh. We just call him D-Zinc. What's going on, brother?
Not much. I'm unmuted, so I can speak. Unlike
Yes.
some people.
That's right.
Coming in late and knowing how to unmute my mic.
Oh, yeah. So how are you doing, brother? What have you been working on this week?
Good. Just working a bit more on old Frankenstein here. Just kind of getting him finished out and then hopefully get him set up to print at some point next week. But I'm going to start something new tonight. I'm going to do the Bride of Frankenstein because he can't be single his whole life.
Nice. And you're getting back to streaming pretty soon. So where can they find you?
D-Zinc on most things, or if you just search Daniel Zinc, it'll come up for ArtStation, LinkedIn, Instagram, anything.
Nice, brother. Well, I appreciate you being here. Excited to have you here. It's good to see you. We had a good time on the sculpt off.
Sounds like my bird's very excited too.
Oh yeah, everybody's excited about the dojo.
It's an alpha bird, so makes sense.
Alrighty, we are going to bring in the Kryptonian of cryptocurrency, the conquistador of comics, the beautiful Brazilian boxer of Boston. Raph, are you there? Son of a bitch! This happens every time. Can't you just be at your desk, people? I mean, D-Zinc was. He was there. Jeez. You know what? We're going to try this again. And try it again. But if I have to reintroduce you, I'm not going to reintroduce you, just so you know, all right? So, where are you? The molecule of modeling. The conqueror of Conan O'Brien. But we just call him Carbon. What's going on, Carbon?
What's up?
How are you today, brother?
All right. Just finished that contract work, sent it in. Just waiting to get to the next phase of whatever they're gonna do next, and and then pretty much just sculpting it off. Nice.
Sounds good, brother. What are you gonna be working on tonight?
I'm just gonna finish this model right here. This for like my sculpt over, and then I'm gonna get back to I think the Moon Maid from Frazetta's Moon Maid. So
nice.
Just gonna finish this real quick, do some quick renders, take it into Photoshop, make it look pretty, post it on Instagram, and then work on the other piece.
Nice. All right, brother. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad to see what you do. I love that Frazetta piece is coming out great.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. So next, who are we gonna bring in? All right, Leo. I already gave you your introduction. So I'm not gonna do it again. What's going on?
How's it going, everybody? Leo from thunderstormart.com. Coming in hot!
There you go, brother. I like it. What are you going to be working on tonight?
Oh, I'm not an expert in anatomy. I'm pretty sure this is a chicken, I'm told. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll just be sculpting this. I'll probably be working on the environment. I have this idea of this for the carrying basket or a cage that is resting on some rocks. So I'll be working on that.
Nice, brother. Well, they can find you at thunderstormart.com.
That's right.
And you're streaming during the week, right?
Right now there isn't a set schedule yet, but I'll try to more regularly be streaming on Fridays, especially.
Nice. All righty. Well, we're going to bring in the Titan of toys, the popper of pumpkins. But we just call him Harry Mandibles. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Harry Mandibles. You can catch me on GammaBombStudio.com. I've been streaming every day, cranking out those pumpkins. I think I'm going to try and do another run at the Sculpt Off tonight. Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm poking around, looking at all the prefab stuff and seeing what I can repurpose for my needs.
And how's the daily streaming going?
Good, dude. It's like, yeah, man. Like I can't believe I've done 8 days in a row so far. Like it's usually a struggle just to get one day in, but I've managed to get like literally like every day. I can like, I don't know, but as soon as my daughter goes to sleep, man, it's a race against the clock. So yeah.
Nice. Well, it's good that you're getting in that work time.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's definitely paying off, and each one is like totally unique. And I'm enjoying it for sure.
I never start any one of those with a plan, and that's the whole purpose of that thing is to just pop it open and just let your mind go, see what happens.
Nice, brother. Well, excited to see what you do, and because you're gonna make some changes to what you did last night, right? Is it something totally different, or is it?
I'm torn because I want to do I've been wanting to do the character I did last night, and then there's another character that I've been wanting to take a shot at, like my own take on. So I don't know. I'm gonna see what, dude. I found some skull in here last night, and I can't remember where the fuck it is. But the other one is like the female skull, so it's not. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear and see what happens.
Well, thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate you.
It's good to be here with everybody.
Oh yeah. And Raph, are you there?
I'm here. You guys can hear me, huh?
No, we couldn't hear you. We couldn't hear you.
Okay.
But we already did your intro. So what are you gonna be working on tonight?
Well, I will actually finish, or at least get halfway done through painting the master outline cover.
Nice. Well, all we see is a black screen right now.
I know the virtual cam doesn't work, so I'll just share directly. So it is what it is, I guess.
You can't share directly, dude. You gotta get that virtual webcam, bro.
It's okay. My face is not going to be on anyhow, so it's fine.
Alrighty. Next, we bring in the savage savant, the vicar of voices, but we just call him Void Strummer. What's going on?
Your mind to me.
Hi, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
What's going on?
In here. Sometimes I call myself Void Strummer. It's a thing I'm trying to get going. It's like, you know what it feels like when you're trying to like have a name online? It feels like you're trying to get your own nickname going. It's like, hey, how about T-Bone? You know, it's George Costanza on Seinfeld. It's like he's trying to make T-Bone happen, but nobody thinks he's a T-Bone.
Mm-hmm. It's like, my name's John, but they call me Blood Rage.
Yeah. Well,
What?
I just call you John. Well, I guess what I'm saying is I want you to call me Blood Rage. I'm just going to be honest.
You have to call me Dragon.
You have to call me Nighthawk.
I like to go by Solid Snake, because it implies, a sly attitude.
Mm-hmm. And a penis.
Oh my
and
God.
And an ability to hide in a cardboard box.
I unironically never thought of that before.
Really?
I was one of two Ians on an independent film. I think it was called it was something Meat is Murder, and it was about a talking veggie burrito. And I had made the puppet for it, and I was helping out with other stuff. But there were two Ians on set. The DP was an Ian as well. So I said we needed nicknames, and I unironically I'd never thought of the phallic considerations, guys. I'm Solid Snake, and
nice.
That name's forever ruined for me now. Thank you.
No problem, man.
No, I embraced it after that because you can't back down from that. I could not let anybody know that I didn't get it. Fuck, they're right. Maybe this could
imagine imagine some grunt dying from Solid Snake.
I just choked
how'd
out
you die?
What happened?
You got choked out by Solid Snake.
Exactly.
So what are you going to be working on tonight, Ian?
I am building a procedural turkey tail, a shader in Substance here. So we've got these Chill Mushroom Bros here. This is Batman's Substance Painter work, but it's not dynamic. We can't use the parameters to change the rings and all that fun stuff. So I'm working on a new version. It's not quite there yet, as you can see, but I'm building it out tonight.
Nice. And speaking of Batman, we've got a new warrior in the dojo coming in undefeated at 7'2", 250 pounds, hailing out of Gotham City. He's a sculptor you need and not the one you deserve. Give it up one time for
Hi everybody. Hi, thanks. Really nervous. So.
Nice.
I was like imagining the Undertaker in that moment and him like, rolling his eyes back, and then,
that was the most expressions I've seen anybody do in 30 seconds.
Just absolutely crumble. What's up, everybody? You can call me Batman Pop-Tart, or don't call me Solid Snake now that I know what that means. Also was unaware of that, But
about Solid Pop-Tart?
You can call me Penisy, just hit it right on the head.
Nice.
Just nail it. Thanks for having me, fellas. As Verbal mentioned, we're working on some Chill Mushroom Bros, and I'm going to be working on some insects. So we've got a little beautiful butterfly because I just feel pretty tonight. So that's what we're starting with.
Feeling cute. Might sculpt a butterfly.
Yeah. Might delete, might not.
Nice.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the dojo, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Excited to see what you're going to be working on. All right.
Thanks,
so, for everybody else, if this is your first time here in the dojo, welcome. Feel free to join using the link below. We're going to just be hanging out, working on our artwork. If you have any questions about procedural art, any type of sculpting, any of that, anything connected to that, we have lots and lots of professionals with many years of experience in here, so feel free to ask your questions. We will get right back to you.
We probably got a century of experience in here. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at this for
easy
at least 10 years.
Yeah. Indubitably. Yeah.
That feels strong. We're like some crazy brain trust.
Quite. Oh, yeah, man.
What should we do with our power?
Fart jokes.
Yes. Fart jokes. Okay. I was worried somebody was going to be like, let's build a huge bomb. And I was going to be like, well, that wasn't my first choice, but brain trust, go with the flow.
Yes. Nice.
That's the trouble when you declare when one declares oneself a brain trust, you start to believe yourself.
Right, exactly. And naturally, you just think of blowing stuff up, and it's not good.
Well, Wargun, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Enjoy the show.
Let the toiletry jest commence.
Perfect timing.
So when I think of a guar gun, I think of a gun that is like, it's like a dubstep gun, and it grabs you and shakes you around, and when it lets you go, you're like a custom, never before seen member of guar, like you were really into eating chicken in life. And so you become like this badass, like Dragon Ball Z style Chicken Man, or no, not Dragon Ball Z, more Beetleborgs, like Power Rangers, kind of buffed up like that.
Yes,
with
of course,
spikes everywhere. What do you think,
dude? I want to be guar gun.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get hit with the guar gun.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that would be amazing.
That'll leave some stains at your
Yeah, has anybody actually been to a guar concert?
I have
one
no,
thing
my
I've
brother
not
was
been
really
able to
into them
cross
though.
off the
So
bucket list.
Yeah, I had a friend that went, and he said that everybody just started throwing up because it was so gross.
Oh, dude, they're amazing.
in the crowd. Right. He said they were doing all right until they got to like spraying white fluid on people and describing it as something else, and the smell was just too much, and just a lot of people started throwing up.
They really did their homework there.
What the fuck?
Just put like
he said the blood was
bleach
fine.
in it. Trust me, it'll make the illusion perfect.
Yeah, it's like the blood
The
was
blood
fine,
was
but it was
fine.
like the
Yeah.
other fluids just started getting to be too much. And
Yeah, I always thought they were really like Halloween-y, kind of like horror oriented. I didn't know they were like.
they are,
It's
but it's the
horrible.
smell. He was saying it's the smell that gets you. And
Yeah, it
that's
was
what,
a sudden tinge of Play-Doh that just threw him off.
and then when it's like that one person starts throwing up, then
Oh yeah.
Chain reaction.
What if that's like their technique to have a shorter show? They're like, well, guys, we're a bit tired tonight, so I think we're gonna have to bust out the sperm cannon. You're like,
I don't think
seriously?
they stopped or anything.
Where did I
They
find
just
this
keep
podcast?
playing. I'm sure they're used to it.
The entire place just
Oh, man.
evacuates, and they're still like, no, we don't care. This is for us. Just blasting it.
This is for us. This is not about you guys. This is for us.
This is us.
But anyway, came out
Who
blasting.
we are. This is what we're about. We just really love this.
Man, when I was in like 7th grade, I had 2 friends who were like trying to get me to like start going to church with them. And I was asked to not come back after a ski retreat with their Christian buddies. And I brought my Guar albums with me.
Oh
Not
yeah.
well received.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I was like, this
What was the
music
problem?
sucks.
Oh,
You guys don't like Fishbook? That's a great song.
Yeah, dude. That doesn't encompass the human spirit. I don't know what does.
This one's beyond saving.
There was a great skit.
You said Beyonce? Put it on.
Beyonce. Oh, I did.
Beyonce Ving? What?
Oh, now we get
accidentally-
it. Now we get
Yeah, I
it.
never even
Get it.
knew.
Beyond saving.
Beyonce D's.
These what?
Beyonce D's.
Beyonce D's?
Did we just figure out Beyonce's Illuminati name?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah. Like, that's her power.
Yeah.
If she leads people into the darkness and they don't even know it,
Mm-hmm.
it bring them beyond the light. I will be condemned in Christ's light, Savior.
Beyond saving.
Anybody that tries to save her, they just immediately are sent to hell. They're like, nope, I'm beyond saving. Sorry. It's a reverse. It's like a no you know? It's like a reversal.
Now you have seen my true face, mortal, and you shall never see another thing
Right.
as long as your soul lives.
Straight to the Shadow Realm.
Never heard of the band Guar? And your name has Guar in it? Whoa.
Really?
Whoa.
No way. What?
Whoa.
I smell a fib.
my name.
I smell a fib.
Yeah. Gotta be.
I 100% believe him. 100%. I'm with
What?
you.
What would Guar be then?
It's
An
generic warriors around roundabouts gun.
What?
Mhm. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
dude.
Swamps
Oh,
are
yeah, yeah.
rad gun.
That whole thing.
General Wieners ain't rats. Gun.
Gun.
Oh.
They ain't rats, not the general ones. It's very important to let people know that.
Get wrecked, ass rectum.
Goose
That's
blues
right.
always reek. No.
That's actually a pretty solid insult. Get wrecked, ass rectum. It's an insult.
And it was like a double negative or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ain't too much game on the mama.
Yeah. So seriously, if that is true, we need to know what that name is. There,
Yeah.
Guargun.
Yeah.
I think we are being
Being lied to.
being lied to.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not
Find
from
out now.
You're
it's
too
not from the
trusting,
US.
Verbo. He's messing with us.
It's not from the U.S., so I mean, is Guar big outside
Guar
of the
is-
US?
Yeah,
Probably
dude, they
not
tour
known
over
the
they
world
tour around
over.
Europe.
What is guar gum made of?
I think it's
Lovely.
pig intestines infused with the
Yeah.
souls of orphans past.
Oh, that's fine.
But it's a lot easier to just call it guar gum.
Lots of
What
fun.
are we talking about exactly?
Isn't that like a
Sticky goo.
thickener in ice cream? Guargum?
Yeah.
Well, you got that
They were
right.
like, people aren't going to eat this if they know it's pig intestine infused with the souls of children or whatever you just said.
You'd be surprised.
People eat whatever I tell them to eat.
That's a secret ingredient. That's what makes it so good.
Oh, I accidentally,
$20.
accidentally just created a really viable alternative color scheme for this mushroom.
What?
Just digging around.
Ooh, I like
It looks
it.
nice, doesn't it? It's very controllable too. We can go in here and expand the bands.
It looks like a delicious layered pastry cake or something.
Oh, I think we just lost Spicer for a sec. He just.
Oh,
about time.
He just let
Show's
me know.
We're
He let
running
me know
this
the
now.
power went out for a sec.
No, we're still running.
what
Is it still
happened?
streaming to YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he just captured by the band Guar? Did they catch wind?
Like,
Yeah,
They
fuck
come
you,
back all
man.
sticky.
If power went out,
All
it's
sticky
cold
and
for
smelly.
that. Then yes, absolutely.
I think Otis Orungus died, or at least the original
Yeah.
Otis Orungus. I don't know if they're still Are they still doing it, Chris?
They're still touring. They got a replacement.
I was going to say, I think
I think
Guar was
in, like,
planning
I
on
think those
just
dudes-
traveling forever, just replacing people as they died or quit.
Or
just
wanted to
keep-
retire, like the
Yeah,
Dread
just
Pirate.
keep them going.
I think those dudes
Dread Dragon
actually
Roberts.
didn't those guys come from like Harvard? I feel like they came from like an Ivy League school.
No way, really?
Yeah,
I don't know
I
shit
believe
about
so.
I
Guar.
don't think
Just
so.
the
They lived
costumes.
didn't they live in Iowa? And they would walk around and like they would
You're
walk
thinking
around
of-
in their suits and like
You're
Slipknot
thinking
town they
about
lived in.
that's either Slipknot or Korn, one of those two.
Slipknot's also from there, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they were from a small town as well because there's like videos of them formed in Richmond, Virginia. Because there was like I think they used to walk around in the outfits and people would be like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, they're from okay.
I was gonna say if they were also from Iowa, I was gonna be like, what the hell is Iowa like the Norway of North America? Or like we create dark metal.
Nothing
like,
else to do here.
yeah, like that's what creates all the dark metal bands of Norway is like, oh yeah, you try living in a place that gets hardly any sunlight for like 4 months and
See how you turn out.
Yeah, totally cold and freezing. Like just don't see the sun for a while. You see what kind of music you make.
Hey, Boyd Strummer, but it can apply to anybody. I just posted in our chat here a cool site called Coolors, COOLORS.co. It essentially lets you make custom color palettes like super fast. And
Excellent.
It's all like AI or algorithm based.
Oh, that's
And it'll give
excellent.
you-
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
A system that I don't know if it can draw from this, but I found a system for Blender. I don't have it installed right now, but it's pretty rad. It will allow you to suck in palettes from the web. I don't know if it supports Coolors, but it supports. I think it supports the Adobe one, or no, it supports the Google Art, the Google Arts one that where you can search by palette, I believe.
It might, because I think you can save a lot of it, and it also spits out like the different like RGB or CMKY or whatever values you want.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm so excited about that. I'm glad you pointed that out because it's gonna be. I'm stoked to get it hooked up and get it plugged into like basically plug it into the color bands and the lights and everything in the scene, and then just throw these palettes at it and look for gold.
I also like it too. That's like specifically because you can color pick from an image. So if you're just like, man, I can't pick another color that looks right. If you load in an image and color pick from it, it'll give you like some more color options that work with that particular image, which is super, super handy.
This is really cool.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, we should share this with everybody. Let me put this in the main chat.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the main chat, but
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not everybody has. Oh, are you? Maybe if you're not logged into this site, it might not let you.
I tried to like log in and it booted me out, and I had to like get back in. So
I just posted, but it thinks I'm Spicer.
Whoa!
Well, that was me posting as Spicer.
Spicer's back. Are you? Do we have audio? Oh yeah.
I like New Spicer.
Just sings and beats.
Yeah.
New Spicer's so hip.
It's probably got better intros for us as well.
Right.
What? I will not have those intros slandered. That's ability there. That's skill.
That's just too
Spicer
fun.
earned that.
I know Spicer comes in like shouting and like just like really going for it, and we're all like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hi. Yeah. You
Hello.
can find me at underscore carbon.
When I'm not
art.
when I'm not crying under my sheets. You
All
can-
I envision is that
you can
meme
find me.
of the
on.
girl being like, "Oh, hello," and the guy says, "Oh, "Okay."
Okay.
That's all of us whenever Spicer introduces us.
Except for Verbal. Verbal comes in strong. usually with the voice modulation.
Trying to set a good example.
Right.
You are.
So strong.
One day we'll learn.
Are the fart songs working?
Nope.
Yes, they're
Yes, they
working.
are.
They're not working at all. It's weird.
Also known as the crowd pleaser.
But this
It's the echo, man, that really makes those. It's like, holy shit.
Fire 2!
It's like, everyone leave the gymnasium. I have to record this. He's like holding it. Leave, hurry.
You're like, no, stay.
It's slipping. It's slipping.
I think more of Lord of the Rings, the first movie, where instead of them shoving down all those pans down the well, just one of them just does that exact fart, and that
just echoes through the minds of Moria.
There's probably a cut of that. Someone's probably done that.
Oh my god, you could get like an Ian McKellen shot, and then you could pull my finger, right? And then it's or something, and then that fires off, right?
You do a cut of all the orcs like in their lairs, like what the fuck? The trolls like, oh.
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's why they're all pissed off.
There is
Come on, man.
We were just hanging out, man. We didn't even want. We knew you were here.
Smells bad enough down here. Come on.
And instead of everybody being as sad that Gandalf is dead, they're like, well, he did rip that nasty fart. So, I mean, he sort of had it coming, man. You really welcomed him in.
He couldn't best himself. That was the best he would ever
It
do.
exists. It fucking exists.
God damn it.
Oh, give me the link.
Of course, man.
Wait, what?
Put it up in shared media. It's amazing.
This is just like Star Wars with farts, man. It just, you don't think it can make it better, but it really does.
Or Owen Wilson's Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
I really like jet skis. Dumb fucking show.
Oh,
God.
Now, you know somebody has to do this cut now, right? This is the new viral meme. You gotta find that
What?
from Lord of the Rings, and instead of the thing falling down, it's just random voices. Ric Flair, woo!
Oh, yeah. One of those memes that just you're like, come on, another one of these. And then you're like, you watch it or listen to it, and you're like, God damn, it still hits, man. It's still good. Thought I was over it.
We just got tagged, Batman.
What?
We just got tagged on the meme section.
Tagged?
Yeah.
Oh, by Glenn?
Oh, God.
Yep. Where's
What was he up to?
He's back. Like, is it that time? I feel like it's that time, and then proceeds to put a lot more writing. Where's he finding these?
Dude, I don't know what his
God,
resource
that One
is,
Piece,
but it's crazy.
That One Piece one is funny as fuck.
Oh, somebody explained to me what the what's up, what is it? What's up, Brandon? Or what is it?
Oh, the Let's Go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I saw that. I saw memes with that, and then I was like, what the hell is this? And then I was driving on the freeway today, and I saw somebody had put a big sign that said that. I was like, okay, this shit is taking hold, apparently,
Oh,
because
dude, yeah, it's pretty
on the
late.
goddamn freeway. So does anybody know it?
Oh, yeah.
No, I've never
No.
heard of it.
What
I
is
have
it?
No idea.
It's
Harry.
probably not, it's probably really good.
Did you not watch the clip?
It's probably really good. Sure, it's amazing.
No,
It's-
what's the clip?
They were shouting something else, and the news anchor thought they were shouting, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah,
Yeah, like
I was shouting something political.
That was her best. That was her best save right there. I would say.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, I think she actually did think that's what they were chanting, but yeah, so they were chanting.
Dude, if she was smart, she'd copyright it.
She'd NFT that shit.
NFT that shit. Let's go, Brandon. 2020.
Nice. All right, actually, I just remembered talking about NFTs. I totally forgot I did this. I had an idea for NFTs earlier this year that I was like, oh, like NFTs are one of these things where things that are not normally famous could become famous. And the thing I thought of was really shitty and horrible bathroom stall drawings or sayings. And so I started taking pictures of them, but they came out fucking horribly because, you know, it's not like the best lighting in there. And it's also sort of weird just sitting in there taking pictures of this stuff. But I still feel like that could take hold, man.
I think you got to try it, man.
There's some
You got
gems.
the gear in there, man. You got to put in the work. You know.
We've all seen. Yeah, I know, right? I should have like gotten a DSLR and just like fucking set up.
Yeah, I got a 3-point lighting system,
Just
dude.
hung out in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You definitely have to
You
get
got
a
gels and
time-lapse or
everything?
something like that.
Yeah. Like bathroom's closed. What? You don't work
Okay.
here? I'm
But in
capturing
the-
art.
Look, in the spirit of modern NFTs, you just should fake it, right? You just make a little set, right? Or you make a procedural system that just generates. Okay, I'm seeing the everything looks like a nail to me. It's weird.
I mean, I definitely have the right mind to create the type of art that is necessary. Like,
Oh yeah,
definitely-
yeah. Actually, your style, your sketching style is rad for that.
it does look a lot like shitty bathroom wall art.
No,
You're right. I never even made the connection.
No, it
have
would
a
be like the
purpose now.
Sergio Aragones like marginal art of bathrooms, right?
yeah.
Like it reads, right? It's got distinctiveness and it depicts people shitting on each other.
Oh yeah.
Like the porta party Picasso.
Oh.
I always love the colloquialisms too, like that are like common in certain areas. Like I can't even think of one right now, but there's usually ones that are like, oh, this is like a saying that you're seeing in this bathroom stall in this state. You know, like the common.
Ooh,
There's
like-
common
like-
ones.
regional racial slurs or
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, I can't think of one, and it's probably good because most of them are probably not even
we call
hardly
them
internet
krauts
friendly.
up here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You're
good.
like,
We call them sausages down there.
like, see, we're not all that different, all of us.
Wow,
I'll
maybe
be
we
with
can
that.
all get along and hate black people together. Shit, that's really working out in 20.
I mean, it's baby steps, right? We can't love everybody. Somebody's got to go down, right?
Right.
Well, we got to love
Jeez.
rich people, it turns out.
Yeah, exactly. What's your race? Oh, but how much do you make? Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
okay.
Let it go. You're not one of them. Come on.
You figured it out. You got into club. That's
Oh
fun.
my god.
Oh yeah, right, Leo. Like you're above this shit. Get in here. you son of a bitch.
Oh, collect your fucking pearls.
Defending my sensibilities.
That's because you wrote all that shit in those bathroom stalls, and you're scared you're getting outed right now.
Just writing all your jokes right now and sending
You
them to
mad? I'm gonna make money off your NFT art.
You can probably cut one of these shows down to like a solid, 90 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just on a loop.
Now, well, what I'm saying is you just build that into an act. You cut out like the act parts of it and you polish them up and then take it on the road, right?
Mhm.
There you go.
We all split the profit. I want a piece.
That fucks it up. Everybody wants to wet their beak.
That's right. I know I said I was in it for the art, but fuck that.
Oh, nobody read the final conclusion of where Gorgon got his name from.
No, I read it. I just ignored it.
Wargun. It's from
We've
Gears
moved
of
on.
War,
Oh,
and
Gears of
also
War.
My name, Gabriel
okay,
Guerra. Last name means war in English, and the gun. It's because I like guns, so it's because my name and the Gears of War game too.
Ew, you like guns? Ew.
There's a lot of
Super gross.
backstory to that name. I appreciate that. That name has lore. All right.
Right?
Guns are gross.
You guys still think he made it up? That he was actually Guar based, or are you? Who's sold now? Show of hands. You know?
I would say I'm sold. Like
Yeah,
I believe.
can't
that.
imagine he made up that much of a backstory just to say he didn't
Yeah,
like war.
right
That
on
would be a
spot.
fucking really good backstory to have made up really quickly. Like really good. Like
Now,
shit,
if his
that all
name
makes
was
sense.
like In Sync or something like that, I could see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, so my dad was in monitor repair, and like, okay, so when you're using the Gauss gun, you really have to hold it just so, and I got great at it, and it synchronized, the cathode rays with the image would work, and so that's they called me Ray Gun. That's why.
I
Wait, I started with a different name. I started with a
I'll
different
buy all
name.
of
I
this.
forgot what it
I'll
was.
buy
now.
all of this.
I thought it was really hard to come up with a name that clever that quickly or a reason behind it, and then Verbal just did it flat out.
That's something I used to do as a kid. It's just like
Just lie.
Make up
Lie.
lie.
Used to lie a lot.
Why can't you just be you?
Yeah.
Hiding
Love
behind all these
you.
usernames.
He was
This
too
is
good
all
at it.
there is.
Got
What
boring.
was
He was too
inside
good.
my soul, it's fucking empty. All right.
I like that you're actually being
Fucking
serious.
you piece of shit!
We're all
Sounds
laughing
like
at your
fucking
pain.
Evil
I know.
Dead, man. That sounds like
My
Evil
parents
Dead
used
all
to
the
beat
way.
Oh,
me.
totally. Yeah. I know. Like, fuck you, Beelzebub. All right, you burn people. Who cares?
Swallow your soul! Swallow your soul! Swallow your soul!
Gotta swallow these kids.
Oh,
You demon
hell
bitch.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that is great. I love that.
Man, I didn't know that I could do that on there. Now I'm gonna be doing it a lot.
Dude, the tweak up, like you just went into a portal.
Man,
That
I want
sucked
to get
into
like a whole
dimensional hell.
deck of controls now.
Yeah. That would be tough to not abuse. Much like
Oh, you damn right it would be.
much like you lying as a child, it was tough to not do, right? Tell us more about this childhood. What would you do?
No, I would just talk to myself while I was mowing the lawn, and come up with like just little stories, just dumb little stories, Like you'd be playing that get to know you game, and I'd just make up something about camels and traveling and blah 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 blah, and then then the next person would say their thing, and then the next person would have to remember everything, and depending on where you are on the line, it was really fun. You would get a lot of time to like kind of work it all out in your head while it was coming around to you to come up with something silly, or sometimes you were at the beginning and you just made up something dumb, and I don't know. It was always liked stuff like that. It was always fun.
It's a good thing you never saw the movie Catch Me If You Can. You might have had a different life by now.
Oh, Frank Abagnale? Oh, I absolutely am a fan.
I'm just saying. It sounds like that's
Not the
exactly
movie,
where
his
you would
work.
use that power.
I was extremely excited to listen to his stories. He did an hour-long Google Talks presentation. I think it was like about like how the system is so ripe for scam, whatever business he's hawking nowadays. But yeah, just his sense of what's going on around him. That's where he and I differ, right? Like he could read the room when he said the wrong thing to the airline pilots. I just say whatever, and then I try to calibrate based on the response. He can't afford any twos, whereas I'm like 95% twos, the occasional 7. That's the difference between.
I would sure like to film you trying, though, and just watch the lines get more and more elaborate. Shit, they're not buying this one. All right, well, when I lost my leg, I know you can still see it, but when I lost my leg, just like,
back
this
on
guy's
now.
fucking
You
going
have to
for
listen
it.
to this.
Hear me out. This really happened.
I mean, I think you could sell a story about the first leg transplant to, if the listener wasn't that invested in calling you out.
Are we going to really let this guy fly this fucking plane? I don't know about this. He just claimed he got his leg put back on.
No, that's how you know he's good.
Oh,
How
shit,
many
okay.
people do you know lost a leg and got it back?
Oh, man.
Okay, I got to change the order of these. Where is that? That's the wrong place. I wish this was just regular code, because working in nodes, it's just a lot more difficult to understand your own machine. Nothing has to be in a particular place other than to organize it visually. So it's not like looking at an engine where you're like, well, I know that the power of the engine has to come out at this rotary arm or whatever it's called in an engine. So you kind of can trace what's going on around. This just looks like a fucking spider web. And you're constantly losing the parts that matter.
Oof, yeah.
Isn't it kind of like blueprints from Unreal Engine? Somewhere?
I think so. I've never used blueprints in Unreal Engine, but my understanding is that it's a node graph.
It's just like any node graph. They're all kind of
Yeah, it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it.
No, I'm getting the hang of it. Although I will offer a take on the any node graph thing, because have you used FX maps node graphs in Substance Designer? Because they don't make any fucking sense. Or if they make sense to you, I really want to chat. Really. Yeah, like they go in both directions. It does.
Yeah, I kind of, sort of, but not really.
Yeah, I'm with you there. That's exactly where I'm at with FX nodes. So
Designer is like, wonder what this shit does, and then computer explodes.
Yeah. No, I mean, like with a graph like this, you can read it from left to right. Everything is an input to another. So it's just like, if you're a programmer, you can think of it like stringing functions together. This takes these inputs, and you put this input into that. Blah blah blah. It spits something out. But
much easier if you're a programmer.
Yeah, but FX graphs make no fucking sense because they seem to be talking in both directions, and I know it just hasn't clicked for me. It's like a kind of math I don't get yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how are you going to plug that into Blender? Like, are you just creating the algorithm and then giving the algorithm to Blender, or are you putting in like an SBAR, or what do you do?
That's sort of the process. So what you can do in Substance Designer is essentially you're programming. You're using this visual programming language, and you're giving it a bunch of different little functions. So you can tell this function, for example, like, to have more or less contrast between the stripes. And as you adjust that, it affects everything downstream. But on the Blender side, let me see if I can just demo this live. We'll see how it goes.
So on the computer, exactly what it can do with a lifetime supply.
Exactly.
Solid pull.
We're going to save this out. We're going to save this turkey tail texture out here. And then I got to publish it. So that's done. Replace it. And then if we're lucky, it's just going to automatically pick up the changes in Blender because I already had it set up. But we'll find out in just a sec here. This looks like the wrong version of the file too. No, this is it. Okay. I didn't know that it shouldn't be producing this cap shape. I must have pressed the wrong button at some point. In any case, object mode. Oh, that's why. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go over here to rendering. No, we got to go to, what do we want to do? Shading, scripting. Scripting is where we want to land. And then we're going to switch to render mode, and it did not pick it up automatically. So what we got to do is pop over here to layout, where I've got a view popped open with the controls. So this is the official Adobe Substance 3D plugin. When they invested in Blender, or they contributed to the Blender Foundation, part of it was they donated this plugin, which allows you to pull substances into Blender, and it works pretty well.
That's cool.
Yeah,
kind of like how you can do it in Unreal, and you can parameters.
Yeah, exactly. So you can have access to those dynamic parameters here. I haven't hooked any of the parameters up yet, but you can then, since my systems are all based upon like picking different values in a range to create sort of a species of output, I'll be able to specify more or less dirt once this actually looks like dirt, and I'll be able to specify, variations in the rings and the colors so that it can make it feel more like a group of individuals within an organic. Somebody, Guar says I look like a fanboy though. All right, I feel you. I don't have.
Is that supposed to mean, bro?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I was just trying to picture in my head what I think a fanboy looks like. But, if that means I'm like Captain Disillusion, who is a favorite Blender fanboy of mine, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind being in that class.
Low key, bro. You look like
No.
a Blender fanboy, bro. Low
Yeah.
key.
Bringing it out.
Low key.
Yeah, seriously,
Oh,
bro.
I see.
No disrespect or nothing, but
No,
You
I
lo-
got what do you got? Go ahead.
you look. Sorry, I fucking lost it. You look like a cross between a old Ninja Turtle and a Blender fanboy. Is all I'm saying, dog. No
Wait.
disrespect.
What are you saying? My hairline is fine, okay?
I don't know. I don't know what either of those fucking mean, but it was fun to say.
You got to do what you got to do. Your thing. You got to shoot for them. You got to take those twos.
Like
I don't not take twos. I'll take a 2.
You ain't no
You know?
2, bro. Hey,
That's how you learn to get the 10s.
you ain't no 2, sucker. Guar, what the hell is you look like? What is the quintessential? We want an image.
Yeah, give us a Google image.
Yeah, a Google image or a drawing, a description, and don't just fucking send us a screenshot of Voidstormer, you son of a bitch. We'll get you.
Yeah.
We will get you.
No, I mean, there's no getting. It's just respect, like respect yourself enough to make sure that you nail the joke if you're going to go for the joke. That's all I'm.
Ooh, he's hitting you at the core of your. Oh, he's hitting you with that ethos.
Service.
Sabasu.
Violence.
That's I go ahead.
We lose somebody?
No, I just rearranged all the images.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
focus more on the art. Mm-hmm.
Word up.
Less on the user interface.
Good.
Tut tut.
Oh boy.
She guys.
He's just saying, dude. He's just saying. Just saying.
I'm saying. Super Saiyan.
I'll take it. I've been a 3D guy since I was 10 or 12. Like I've just been obsessed with CG since I was a kid. It all started when I thought, what would be better than learning how to draw properly? If I learned 3D Studio, and for like 25 of the 30 or so years I've been involved in CG, I had a misapprehension about what was possible. I always thought you could like you could beam down something when what you could really do was stretch a piece of mosquito tenting across a clothesline and say, okay, well, there's your giant polygon, draw a face on it, like the PlayStation 1 days. So I always had this like idea that there was so much more was possible. And I guess that's what drives me, because I'm always like, there's a little more treasure. There's a little more treasure.
Yeah.
It's got to be LA, right?
Oh, the sirens?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's me. LA. Yep.
I can tell those sirens from anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Sirens every 2 minutes.
You know the shit that always amazed me about California is that if you try to drive anywhere, good fucking luck. But you turn on my favorite thing to do was always to put on like the 5 or 6 o'clock news, because they would just like cut to like live fucking car chases. And I'm watching people doing like 70 and up, and I'm like, what streets are you fucking driving on?
Yeah, word up. That's true.
If you just don't pay attention to any of the laws, it's pretty easy to drive.
But
he's right. You gotta these are people that are going through hoods that they know are not busy, because it's true. Like any of the major freeways are just fucking gridlocked at almost any time of the day. Like it's very true. It's just.
You gotta have your
it's a nightmare
down moment, man, and just be like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, I was driving around today, and it was like one of those things. I was like, God, I forgot how shitty LA traffic is, but it really does. It continues to live up. Like it just. It used to be when I first moved here. It was like, oh yeah, like if you leave after 3, that's the rush hour starts at 3. So, just try to get everything done in between the hours of like 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. if you got a day off. And now it's just like, well, just good luck. If you leave your house, good luck. I don't know.
Dude, like my first, like when I got out of college, I moved out to Orange County, and I had a buddy that graduated ahead of me that was living up in Manhattan Beach, and like I'd just go up there and kill the weekends at his place because he was like literally like a block from the beach. But dude, I'd leave work at 5 o'clock and I wouldn't get to his doorstep until like 9:45. And like when there was no traffic, I could do that drive like top speed in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, you start learning at certain points of the evening, you are going to save time by literally just waiting a couple hours and then leaving, and you will probably arrive just a little bit after than you would have. It's that fucking bad. It's stupid.
We're living that dream though, right?
But you know, California knows how to party. Come on. Right?
In the shitty.
In the shitty.
Yeah. Dude, I live in Dallas. It's not that much better.
How's Dallas?
Traffic's pretty terrible.
How's the city though? I heard good things.
And worse than Austin?
I'm not sure anymore if it's worse than Austin. I mean, there's just been so many people that have moved here that, yeah, traffic is just insane.
All the Californians just brought the traffic. They're like, hey, wherever we go, we have traffic. All right, god damn it. We're gonna have that traffic.
They moved to places that can't support that large influx of cars, you know. It's the same thing with the power grid. Like, the power grid can't sustain building 30 new apartment complexes right in the same power grid, like on the same area. So
well, if there's proper investment in infrastructure, it can, but that's the issue. Yeah, like
if you take your time and do it over years and not do it, let the housing market went up 20% this year.
Yeah, that's scary.
And that's not counting, and that's like not counting the apartments and everything else they've built here. Like if you owned a house, like we were looking at houses, and some of the houses went up from 250,000 to 350,000 in 12 months.
Damn,
it's getting
so crazy. It's like that. It's like everywhere is like becoming like that. Like, well, this used to be inexpensive. It's like, we're just getting more people. That's just it. Like, it's just, if they're leaving somewhere, you would think there would be a vacancy, but like somebody is, coming out of the fucking ground and buying up their spot or something. It's,
yeah,
we're getting more people.
All the people that are like, they can't find help. Like all the places, like everywhere it's hiring. And I'm just like, how do these people?
Like I've done a few like road trips recently, and that's been the fucking worst. Is like you'd stop off and there's strip malls, and every store has like now hiring, and then you got like people hanging out with their family and begging for fucking money. And like you're 30 feet from a door where you can get a job if you just swallow your fucking pride. Like,
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, like when you're at that point, you're like, okay, really, you're above that job? Like
that makes me want to kick the dude's ass when he's sitting there, like, using his family, like they're all sitting out like with a cooler, like holding the sign. It's like, dude, come on, that's just fucked up.
Yep.
Do what you got.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get in there and sell that fucking Gap. God damn it.
Oh yeah.
Got a problem with your boss?
You sell them Henleys, boyfriend jeans.
Provide for your family. Be a man.
Jesus Christ. Right?
Cold outside. Drink some hot soup. Be a man.
That reminds me of my buddy who's a comedian. Like one time he had this guy asking him for some change or something like that in San Francisco. And then he started being like breaking down why he was like, he was not the man to be asking because like his socioeconomic situation was like too similar to what that guy, he basically just started going into and the dude just fucking punched him in the face. And I was like, to be fair, like it's not that you're wrong. It's just like, you got to know your audience, bro. Like that guy was not going to listen to that shit. He wanted like a cigarette and $5 and you just annoyed the shit out of him. So it's like, I appreciate the effort, but that was totally your payment. That sucks. Like that's the guy to give it to you. That fucking sucks.
Oh, punch you in the face for telling me the story.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I would be like, well, it's not what I don't necessarily feel like I deserve that, but it's not unwarranted in response. Like it's not completely unexpected. Anyway, beggars, am I right?
Right.
Poor people.
Keeping it light.
Poverty.
I always check their shoes, man. If their shoes look beat the shit, then
Word up,
I'm
man.
about it. But if they got some nice kicks on, they're full of shit. It's like Cincinnati, like in Cincinnati, you have to get a fucking license to panhandle. So there's like tons of it. And if anybody ever asks for like a specific dollar amount, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. They've got it like worked out that like, the law of averages, like 1 out of 10 people is going to do it. And they just have to hit their fucking quota and they're making the fucking bank. So shit like that. I don't know. I grew up around it. So I don't like have like, I have trust issues with shit like that. Like it depends. Like if somebody and like the best is like when you like give somebody food and then they throw a shit fit about it. It's like, oh, come on, man. Now I know you're full of shit.
Like in Scary Movie 1.
I said $1, bitch, and
Gee, Oscar, you're a grouch. Yeah. Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can.
I had when I was a chef in Houston, there's this guy I used to hang out with, and we would go out to the bars at night, and any time that some guy would ask us for money, I'll be like, oh fuck, because he would just fucking lay into him, dude. He would just fucking lay into it. I'm just like, oh god, because for me, I'm just like, oh sorry, bro, I don't have anything, like. But he's like, hey, but why don't you get a fucking job, dude? I got a job. Why don't you have a fucking job? And he just fucking lets him go. And no fear. No fear. He was basically inviting them to fight.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you don't seem all that desperate, like you would do something drastic if I piss you off or anything like that. That would never happen.
I'll award creativity though too.
When my dad was still alive, he would, whenever someone would ask him money, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got food stamp." It's just drive off.
Yeah, word up, man. Like, hey, aren't you my neighbor? They're like,
we would like when we were hitting the bars and stuff in Cincinnati, and like you come out and bar hop, like somebody come up and like ask you for shit or whatever, like halfway through it, we would like point over their shoulder and like look like something terrifying was there. And we just like, what the fuck is that? And we just take off running, and they'd fucking sprint with us. It was like no questions asked. 9 times out of 10, that shit works.
What is that?
And then a velociraptor comes around the corner.
That one time.
Hey fellas, I gotta hit the row ad, my friends.
All right, brother. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for cheering up my evening. Take care, Guar. And just look at Guar. You were Lord of the Chat tonight. You have received the official Lord of the Chat badge from Voight's Burger.
Yeah.
So go to Voight's
he
Burger
just answered the award. He just answered the blender question, didn't he?
There you go.
All right. Take care, everybody. Be well.
All right. Later, buddy.
Bye now.
Give him that proper send off.
Oh, he doesn't know. Yeah. Well, have you tried? Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of Blender fanboys lately. Have you tried Blender?
Amazing.
It's fucking dope, man. Like I suck at learning new programs. All right. Like there's a reason that I've stuck with ZBrush to try and do all kinds of shit for so many years, because I'm like, well, it's familiar, let me try. But yeah, for real, Blender is like,
don't sleep on it.
It's really solid, man. It's really solid. Like
I use it for rendering.
Yeah, rendering is probably one of the best in terms of just being able to set up some lights and just hit it, throw into cycles, and just hit the button. Like it just looks fucking beautiful, man. Like and the what is it? The BP, the SD, or what is it called? The principal BS. I can't remember what the fucking acronym is, but the principal shader that they created.
BDSF, I think.
BDSF, that's it. Yeah.
BDSM.
BDSM.
BSDF or whatever.
Yeah. That thing, like it's got so many parameters that you can just mess around with so quickly and create awesome materials. Like, just give the renderer a try is what I would say. Like, if you just use it for that, it's like. I used to be pretty. I used to like Keyshot a good deal, and not that I got that far into it, but like I just pretty much stopped using it because I was like, well, Blender has all this and it's free, and it looks amazing. So, yeah,
I made the switch from Keyshot as well because it just took so long.
To
get anything. You would render for 4 hours, and there would still be some little fuzz, and then you would or some pixelation in there, and then if you send it over to Blender, it takes like 30 seconds and it looks way better.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what sold me. I was about to get the Keyshot, and then just super Blender, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, saved you $10,000.
That's what always turned me off, that price point for fucking.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Keyshot. It's like, and like, I mean, all you're doing is rendering. Like, really? Like,
But how much is it? Is it really like a lot?
It's like
over $1,000.
$2,000 for a personal, and like and that's not even the pro. The pro's like $10K something.
What?
Yeah.
How do they justify that shit?
Well, they got a lot of
sell
both
to big
in there.
companies.
Yeah,
big company product shops and shit like that.
Until those dry up and everybody switches to like Marble Set or Blender, and then it's they're gonna fall off, just like a lot of these companies that do that same shit.
Yeah. And they use both for processing, so it's I don't know. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Autodesk to die.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Even the big motion picture studios that switched to Blender have switched back to Maya.
Really? How come?
Oh, really?
Because animation and rigging and all that. Like, it's easy to switch to like modeling and lighting, but even then, it's like most people are going to stick with what they know. Most film studio and even game to a point are based off of animation. Most animators use Maya. There are a few that use Blender now, and it's becoming more popular, but still, to write tools and do all that stuff. I mean, you're talking
is that a preference thing, or is there something objective that makes Maya better?
Most schools teach Maya, and then most people that learn animation just stick with what they know. So
is that all it is?
So
and then there's a ton of rigs for Maya, because Maya's been around for like 15 years.
So you think it's only a matter of time before Blender becomes mainstream?
No, I don't think that'll happen.
Just because of the old habits die hard thing?
No, I mean, you're talking millions of dollars people have invested in pipelines to increase render times and increase productivity for like feature films. It's a huge overhaul to like switch. And it's really not worth it unless if you're going to get like a huge kickback. But you can kind of get money from other ways to do that too. And not to mention like Maya, Autodesk will give you some kickbacks, but they're definitely not as good as other studio or other companies will do. So depends on the studio, but I mean, the studios that did switch, they didn't switch 100% for that very reason, and then they've all kind of quietly switched back to Maya.
Really? So you don't think? What do you think is the future of Blender?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's really huge on like the indie and personal level, but
I was about to say like it's gonna be like.
I just think that's where it's gonna probably find. Yeah, it's probably gonna find its niche there.
Well, it's already there then.
Yeah, but
like
the studios that have like hundreds of people aren't gonna do it.
I didn't get too far of rigging, but I did not like into the simulations and the other bullshit in Maya and all that. Like to make hair particles. Yeah, you're like you need an end hair node here, some other bullshit there, and some other thing here. And it's not modular at all. Like once you like attach that shit, you gotta go through the motions again. I mean, again, I didn't get too far, but like, just one thing I like about Blender, to literally attach your model to your skeleton, it's a modifier, and you can turn it on and off, and you can go back and edit it without having to rebind it. Like it's all on the fly.
Right.
So I don't know. I think, and it can code. Like it's not closed software. I mean, I think if a studio decided to invest for the long haul, building up their own pipelines with an open source software, I think they can get a lot of mileage with that.
I think most most of the new generations can be using Blender, because I know I always suggest to anyone who's starting out, go get Blender. Like it's totally free. You can sculpt, you can do whatever you want in it. If you like it, then you can start adding to your gear bag. But it's just I think the new generation is going to bring Blender into the forefront, because that's what they learned on, and then they're going to flip over to Maya. But it just depends. If they go through school, then they'll definitely go through the standard stuff for 5 years past what it should, but yeah, so hopefully Blender does come in, because it's very fun to use, very easy to use, and it runs on pretty much any computer.
Yeah.
That's right, Quark Gun. So we got a bunch of Blender fanboys in here. What do we look like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dicks.
What do we look like?
Yeah.
Look at my face. Tell me.
Anna Catalina. Thanks for being here, sister.
Hello.
It is interesting seeing trends.
Hey, Anna, what's up?
Fads too of industry. I remember when ZBrush was a fad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think about. When I first started in this industry, like people were like, "Don't just do your stuff in ZBrush. That'll never work for production."
Yeah, I remember that.
You got to use Maya. Like, do all your stuff in Maya. Just do like your final high detailed sculpt in it. And then within a couple of years, even the studio I worked at was like, "Yeah, we primarily only use ZBrush." Because even like within three to 5 years,
very clearly.
Yeah, within 3 to 5 years, they switched like everything to just be ZBrush only. And I remember Substance was a fad too. There were people when I was a full-time surfacing artist that were against it, because they were like, it's going to take our jobs and it's going to be all automated. But yeah, there were people there were supervisors that were afraid of that, because they were like, well, if we do that, then we're going to have to let people go. So they were like, we don't want to use it. I'm like, hey man, good on you.
Yeah, because human beings can't learn new things.
No, it's not that. It's a faster software. You need less employees. So it's like they look at it in that sense, like, well, we can fire people and learn Substance, or we can keep the people we got and just use Mari or Photoshop. So they were like, we would rather have the people instead of trying to learn all this new software. Potentially not have people in 2 years. But unfortunately, the industry has shifted, so everybody learned Substance anyway. So they had to switch to using Substance.
I knew ZBrush was going to take hold, man, because it was just too fun. Like, I was just like, this is just like everybody that was the type of people that are like, look, I want to make this stuff. It's really cool, but like, it's so technical and I just want to make art, it's like just struggling through like the modeling process and all that. And then once ZBrush came along, everybody was like, this is like clay, this is amazing. And I was like, yeah, I know this is going to really take hold. They'll just have to figure out how to make sure it's part of the pipeline. And
and not sell their company too early.
Yeah, I think new technology making people like obsolete. I think that's a fallacy, because if that becomes a standard where new technology makes the baseline easier, then your customers, your players, your consumers will expect that baseline. So to rise above, you just take the same amount of people and you just have more time to invest in quality if you have that baseline like easier,
Ooh, D-Zinc, he just
or more time for bad art directors to noodle.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, bad
Either that
management is
or-
always gonna fuck things up, no matter what.
But that's
always
what
gonna
that's what I noticed with ZBrush. Like when I used to work with people, like I started learning like there would be when I used to work with people before I started working with aliens.
When I had friends.
Yeah.
I
That's
knew
what
it.
it is.
Before I became a full-on hermit, yeah, you just start
Right.
noticing like certain people that are more art detectors, you know, and then they'll see what you're doing, and it's always the thing they always say that I would remember. Like that's how I realized was they'd be like, "Oh my God, look at this! This is so easy." And the second they said that, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, so I gotta like zoom out from what we're working on and keep it there." Because those are the ones that always wanted you to zoom in and start noodling all kinds of stupid details that you're like, yo, bro, this face on this is going to be like an inch tall. And like, I've got it as bigger than my head right now on the screen. Like you just, you don't understand what you're looking at. And so it did, like for a lot of people, once they saw, especially the malleability of it, they're like, you know, I used to always use the analogy, I would just say, I'm like, you know, squishing clay between your fingers is really easy too. That now like go sculpt like the Pietà. Like that doesn't make that easy just because it's malleable, you know, and very easily malleable. And but yeah, it was one of those things that you think you're gonna have all this time because it's like more artistically driven or easier to use in that regard because you're not just pushing pixels around and vertices, but you're like, oh, well, people will find other ways to fill that time. And usually it's like, oh, we'll make this thing 5 times instead of the 2 times because you can make it so fast. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Bad.
Just hide it.
Hey!
Hide the fact that it's easier.
Got him.
You got me.
Got him.
Got him.
You got me.
Oh. I died. I died.
Dead.
They got me.
I died, man.
Dead.
I died.
Dead. You know, every time I watch a horror movie or any kind of movie where, like every time anybody walks into the room, dead. Oh, you're gonna go off on your own? Dead.
That's one of those fun things because you do it enough, and then people will be alone watching those movies, and they'll start doing it. They won't even be able to help themselves. It'll just pop into their head, and they'll be like, "Damn it."
Dude, we were
Leo
watching
got
the new
me.
Suicide Squad, and he was like, "We're just trying to like guess who's gonna die first." Like, dead, dead.
Was it a
I think
remake? What was
Spicer
it?
called all of them.
Was that a remake? What was it? Was it a
It was a continuation, but like they,
it's better.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Yeah.
That's good.
They're supposedly bringing the Ayer cut out, so we should see it.
No way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The new head of digital marketing and entertainment is a really big fan of the Zack Snyder universe. And so the Ayer cut is already shot. He just needs to edit it. Like all the effects are done, everything. He just literally needs to edit his version and then put it out. And so that should be coming down.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Any news about the Snyderverse? You think that's dead?
Snyder? Oh no, they're continuing that supposedly.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, they used to not acknowledge it. HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're calling it a worldwide phenomenon, like on their.
Now that it's making money.
Yeah.
Now that it's making the money that it should have made.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
Anyone
believed
see
in
the
this all.
trailer for like the trailer for Peacemaker?
Oh yeah. So that. Yeah, I
Where
don't
they're
know.
just shitting on him.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah.
You wear your costume? This is my uniform.
What is it? What is the movie?
Peacemaker from Suicide Squad.
Oh no, I still haven't seen it. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry.
Anyone see the
Yeah.
trailer for Resident Evil?
Another one? Was it the 12th one?
And another one.
No, this is like a remake, but I think they're trying to follow the game instead of like doing their own thing.
Oh, then we already played though.
Did you play the game? Did you
Did
play
you
the
already
remake?
play it, bro?
Well, now here's the movie.
Yeah.
When is Dune coming out again? Because y'all have been saying it's
22nd.
got good reviews,
20
right?
something.
Comes out in a couple weeks,
22nd.
right?
The 22nd.
And it's gonna be part 1.
Oh, it's
Yes.
like right before the summit.
Okay.
We
All
need to
right,
do a
I'm
watch
excited.
party.
Oh yeah.
Is that a trailer? for
Hashtag
that?
hype.
We should do a watch party.
Y'all need to read that book,
Oh yeah,
man.
we are.
It's
We
good
are.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've lost track of how many times I've read the first book.
Oh,
That's
it's so good.
that's
so
maybe
good,
my
man.
favorite work of science fiction.
I
They
mean, so
live-
much is based directly on that. Like, it's just like what Frank Frazetta did to fantasy art, like Dune did to science fiction, man.
Yeah. Have you seen Jodorowsky's
Did you say-
Dune?
Rosetta?
I've seen all the Dunes.
But no, have you seen the documentary about Alejandro Jodorowsky's attempt to make Dune?
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
You need to watch that, dude. Get your ass off your shoulders and watch that shit. It's
Will
so
do, will
fucking
do.
good.
Whoa.
Can you spell it out for me? Can you send me as a message?
Yeah, I'll put that in.
Yeah, I'm super into Dune, man. I love
Dude,
that
you,
because it's like
like-
it's always with sci-fi. The problem is that everybody always throw like technology, hyper technological everything. I'm like, no, there's still gonna be fucking people and cultures and that shit. You know what I mean? That's why I love 40K. For the same reason. It's just
this like, dude, this doc. I mean, this is some shit that like students need to see, because like I like when it wrapped up, dude. I got a little teary eyed because this dude just put his like heart and soul into this, and like it's crazy. And without his attempt to make Dune, like we probably wouldn't have Industrial Light and Magic.
no shit.
Like and all kinds of other shit. It's like it's fucking insane. And the fucking balls on this guy, dude. The stuff that he does, like I don't want to spoil it. You got to see it.
Yeah. Put the name somewhere so I can look for it after this.
I put the Prime.
I think it's on
link up in,
Amazon, right?
Yeah, I put it in shared media.
Oh, sweet. This is anything Dune, man. I read all the books. Well, I skipped the ones his son wrote. I read one of them, and then I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, like 1 through 3 are decent, and the rest are kind of just let it go.
Yeah.
But dude, watch that documentary. That's my favorite documentary too. It's crazy. It's fucking
Shared
crazy.
media.
Mm-hmm.
Guargan said that the Resident Evil movie looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
The trailer.
Yeah, it looks like a YouTube movie.
Ooh.
Doesn't it have the kid from what's that horror movie where the girl loses her head in the car because she was having an allergy attack?
Oh, what is it? Hereditary?
Yes, the fucking kid from Hereditary. He's Leon.
Is that the name Hereditary? I can't even think of it. Is it?
No, you got it.
Okay, it sounds wrong. I'm like, what is it?
No, you were actually 100%.
You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Did anybody see Malignant?
Not yet.
I
No.
did not. I saw that prison scene.
Oh yeah. That was pretty cool. Spicer, what did you think about it now that you slept on it?
It's okay. I mean, it's. I'm glad it's different. But I think they missed the mark on a few things.
Yeah, I think interesting premise, but probably in a year I won't even remember this movie.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
It's fun. It was fun to watch. It was a great build-up.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
But I will remember Suicide Squad though.
I didn't even realize that in the first one that Ayer was like, I mean, I get like I didn't realize that he was kind of outspoken, or if he was about it not being true to his vision. I mean, I thought just watching it seemed a lot poorer quality than I expected from him.
Yeah.
After seeing End of Watch, I was like, End of Watch was so good, and then I saw that movie and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This is not what I expected from this guy. So
yeah, after Guardians of the Galaxy came out, they're like, oh well, we'll just make it a fun movie. And they took basically Training Day and tried to make it into a comedy. And it's just Yep. I didn't realize how bad that movie was until I watched it the second time, and I was like, oh, how did I ever think this was at all good? Wow. Mm-hmm.
What movie?
Suicide Squad, the first one.
Dude, I tried to watch it again. It was just like, oof. It's
No,
not,
I
I mean,
don't
the
like
first
the
one
Bronx.
was like slamming your dick in a car door, dude. And the second time I tried to watch it, like I got further the second time.
Sorry, I'm
Which-
stuck on that image.
Which is very similar to slamming your dick in a car door, which is like the second
Yeah,
time
very
you're like, I know it's coming. It really hurt last time.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
way easier.
Just gotta
Yeah, the
take a deep
second
breath.
time you do it is a lot easier,
A
sure.
lot
Take a
easier.
deep breath. The pain is temporary, but the glory is forever.
Oh my
Glorious
god.
forever. Pain is a
Forever.
weakness, leave in the body.
Oh my god.
That makes me think of like the Pain Olympics, which I've never.
I was so
Oh, no.
relieved that when I found out that was fake. I was so relieved.
That's fake. Oh, thank God.
Oh, it is.
it's
Yeah,
fake?
it's totally
God.
fake. Yeah, I was exactly.
Excellent.
That was exactly my reaction. I'm like,
Excellent.
oh, I feel so much better about everything knowing it was.
Wait, how'd you find out it was fake?
I don't know.
guy
Somebody
said
told
it.
me. I don't remember. Somebody explained it to me. They were like, "Oh yeah, there was some video where they actually showed, and the guy talked about it, like how he did it.
Oh, okay.
It was very convincing."
But
Yeah.
to even execute that, like, oh, let's do a video like this. Well, what kind of video you want to do? Well, I
Hear
don't
me
know.
out.
Well,
Hear me
let
out.
me tell you, let me give you the title first. Pain Olympics. So go get it. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Start there.
Intrigued. All right.
Like, I know what you're
Okay.
thinking.
Kind of like a
I know
prank.
what you're thinking.
It's kind of like a
Had me
prank.
at hammer a nail into my dick.
Mom, hear me out. I know it sounds weird. Just hold the camera, okay? This is gonna be fine.
This is
Oh, we got this project for special effects class. I chose an interesting topic.
This is my moment.
But if I did my homework, I could make my TikToks. You want me to do it?
I'm gonna be famous.
Oh,
Witness me.
my life is important.
Witness me.
Might as well be that shit. God damn.
Totally.
Do not become addicted to Aqua Cola. You will resent its absence.
Leo, did you have a good nap today?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I always have a good nap when I hear your sound.
Oh yeah.
That was so great.
Wait.
For those that don't know, we have a private meeting on Fridays where we just kind of do like art critiques. And Leo joins, and he's just ultra quiet. We just think he's having mic issues. And it sounded like the mic was also kind of like one of those webcam $20 ones too. So we didn't think anything of it. Yeah, exactly. So we're like, Leo, your dad goes, yeah, I'm here. I'm like, okay. So who's going first? And he doesn't say anything. It's like, okay, I guess I'll go first. And as we're talking about the artwork here, it's like Leo, you're there. It's like, yeah, no, I'm here. And just immediately. And I'm talking to our other artist there, and he's just, yeah, I gotta do this, and he just goes, oh yeah, no, I agree with that, ref. Totally.
I would say this. First of all, I apologize. Second of all, this is the best nap I've had in about 3 months.
That's because it's the
Man,
forbidden
I'm so
nap.
tired.
When you're like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
supposed
that
to
meeting
sleep.
nap.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know how
good.
kings used to get their portraits taken, and they would be like, like sitting in the chair or whatever, or George Washington is like leading an army or something like that. If someone was going to do a painting of Leo, it would just be him falling asleep.
I've been so tired, man. I've been so tired.
Why?
It was good. It was a good nap. I feel so great now, though. Usually I fall asleep in this thing, but now I'm awake.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
I'll take that trade.
sacrifice.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah,
you
you
got,
will.
your-
I don't know.
got your priorities in order here.
Finally.
Get in where you fit in.
Finally.
Finally.
What does that mean?
You know.
I don't know.
You know.
You know.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Come on, man. You know, the thing.
Come on, man. Not the Jabrocabramus.
What?
Come on, man. No, man. The Cracker Barrel.
Oh.
For the
Yeah.
biscuits and the honey.
What?
Come on, man. You know,
The hairs on the leg.
immigration.
Huh?
Oh, by the way, I saw that. Like, I forgot what was that show you were watching yesterday with
the Kyle
pickle?
Donegan show.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, the pickle one. That shit was so funny.
I gotta watch it.
Fucking fired. How about that? We're not gonna have this shit on my show.
Oh, Paul McCartney.
Is he still making those? I haven't seen them in years.
Oh man, it's
yeah.
hilarious.
He's
He's
so
like,
good.
it's Paul McCartney, and it's a show called Scraping the Barrel, and he's just telling stories he's never told before. They're just stupid, dumbass stories. So this pickle's
Yeah,
like
it's just
all pissed off at him because he's taking so long, and he's like, you've got a really bad attitude, Mr. Pickle. I think that's the reason your wife walked out on you. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, at least my wife walked out on 2 legs. How about yours? Oh, you're going to make a fucking joke about my wife not having 2 feet. You know what? You're fucking fired.
It's like them asking questions, but it's like, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. And then just continues to rant about something unrelated.
Yeah. He's like, how did you come up with Strawberry Fields? Actually, I've told that story before, so I'm actually going to tell another one. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with you.
I always wonder what the hell they're talking. Like every time he does the, I think it's the Stallone, the late night, the Sly Stallone one. They always say like when they have the trivia. I think it's in that one where they'll be like, do you want to lock the pickle? And they're like, pickle locked. I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Like as an icon and everything. Pickle locked. Like, lock the pickle. Like, I don't even care. That's just funny. It doesn't even need to mean anything. Some of the best bits in that show too are like when they screw up. Or like, I was thinking they were doing an ad, I think, where he was playing Jack Nicholson, and the show director, the show assistant, or I forget what her role is, but the baby, they always refer to as the baby.
Jessica.
Yeah, baby Jessica. She just is like trying to explain something, and she just starts laughing hysterically. And he's like, as Jack Nicholson, he's like, oh, what the hell is this? Okay, you're just gonna laugh there, baby. All right, I'm trying to explain what the hell's the email. And like, and it's like she's just laughing harder and harder because she can't pull it together. I'm like, this is the best part of the show right here. It's like this unplanned nonsense. So solid, man. So good.
She's always making mistakes.
Yeah.
And Curve's like, what's going on? He's like, hey, it's a baby. And she's running the show. Give her a break.
Give her a break.
What is she, like 4 or 5 years old?
But
yeah, he does that. I don't know. He does some type of filters. I don't know how he's doing it, but I would love to know how to do that.
He's deep fake because you can do that on TikTok now. You can
but how he puts it into his stream like directly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy because I know Snapchat had that where you could just pull from an image, and it tracks really well. But yeah, he's doing something where you can do it live like that, like all the time. It's amazing.
Amazing.
Samantha says, "Wish she could nap. Must be nice."
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm known for.
Shots
Ivana
fired.
says, "What's up?" And Malignant was not good.
Oh, no good, huh?
Mecha Kittens here. Thank you very much. Thanks to Gorgon. Thanks to everybody that's hanging out. We do appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging, y'all. What is Malignant even
that was
about?
the first nap I've had.
It's like
first nap
basket
I've had in a
case
month.
for 2021.
Oh no!
Oh,
how would you even describe that movie? Because it like takes so many turns that you don't know what's going on.
Well, it's about a growth that's like taking over him.
No, see, now you're ruining the movie.
No, I'm not.
That's the point. Yes.
Well, if you've seen Basket Case, then you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, the movie was
No, but
described
now
as
he's spoiling the
not
mystery.
good,
That's
so
the
I
whole
don't really
point.
even care if it's spoiled.
Yeah, Batman doesn't care about spoilers.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
what
care
about
about
the rest of our
spoilers. Be a
viewers?
man.
Be a YouTube audience.
Be a man. Don't care about spoilers.
Spoiler alert for Malignant. There's a growth.
There's a
Spoiler.
growth.
There's a growth.
Within a human being. Growing.
Taking over. Slowly.
Nice.
Lustfully.
Starting from the areola and then making its way out.
Plot twist, he likes it.
Yes.
He's reluctant at first, but then
Double plot twist. Alien breast milk. It's actually a Star Wars flick.
They just literally cut in that scene with Luke. Or like, what the hell? They didn't even try to replicate it. Just, okay, green milk, right on.
Really getting lazy with these Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately when I saw that scene, I'm like, what is the purpose of this?
Yeah. Why are we watching this?
Oh, I just think it's cool.
We need to really drive home here that Luke does not give a flying fuck anymore. Okay, look at him. He's drinking this weird titty milk. It's
expectation.
Jacking off mid-afternoon.
You know, those structures.
You want to see some force?
These structures he live in, you know, they don't have any doors. He's wide open with it. You know, he doesn't care.
I'm gonna metachlorian all over your face.
Mark Hamill did not enjoy what they did with Luke at all.
Meanwhile,
there's a montage
Ray
of
is
him
just
talking
waiting
shit about
outside
Star
the
Wars while
door.
promoting Star Wars.
Ray's just waiting outside the door, like, please, Master, just trade me just a little at least, and then I'll go. Good God.
Oh my God.
Nope.
Yeah, man.
I told you, I'm a fucking hermit now. This is my time. This is what I do.
My time.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man.
You be a man.
There's something really funny about this conversation that's just so crass, and I'm like painting a butterfly. Like, oh, lovely. Anyway, so when Luke was jaying off over there,
Hey, what do you think about my fucking butterfly?
Nature and shit.
a lot easier to admire if you had pants on. But, you know. Nature and shit.
Oh my God.
That's like natural.
All right. On that note, I think I got to get rolling, guys.
No.
Oh, I know. Yes.
No, 4 more hours.
Oh, 4 more hours. 4 more hours. Got to save some butterflies for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, dude.
Right on.
Is that code
Thank
or
you.
something? Or?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you entering the dojo. This was your first time.
Yeah, much appreciated.
How did it feel?
A little wet, a little squishy, a little like Luke doing whatever he wanted on an island where he's been by himself for a while, but you know, also it's oddly natural. Like that's just like this is a good fit. This is a good fit for me. I'm staying on this island. I'll be back. I'll be back for sure.
Nice, brother. We'd love to have you back, brother.
Much
Appreciate you. And yeah, I'll and you can catch us at YouTube, Modern Weirdos. We stream every Thursday at 12:30 Central Standard Time, and we do procedural NFT art jams pretty much every Thursday. If we're not doing that, then we're minting something or trying to at least. So
yeah, there's an effort. It's a process. All right, cut us some slack.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely catch us there, and we'll see you next time, Batman. Appreciate you.
Sounds good. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.
Later.
Traditional dojo send off.
Ivana, are you gonna join us? What's up? Where are you at, sister?
Yeah, in case somebody wants to learn how to your street. Do a tutorial. Is she coming or what's up?
I don't know. Probably playing New World. She's like, I can't make it. I can't make it. I gotta foreign farm some lodstone for my ring. Of course, I gotta get to level 50 dueling first.
Oh, of course.
What
You
happened
still
with
playing?
everybody playing Diablo 2?
I
I
can't.
heard a sigh.
I can't.
I just can't with that game. You just have to click so fucking much. Oh my god, it's just
Diablo 3 at least lets you hold the mouse down.
yeah. It's
Gotta modernize it a little bit.
Yeah, I bought it for PlayStation 5 and I haven't even really fired it up because the demo was, even on controller, it's like, yeah, just so much walking around, clicking and stuff.
Well, they did what they set out to do, and I respect them for it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, it looks really good. I just wish they would have.
Yeah, I need some quality of life improvements.
Yeah, especially for the controller version, because I'm just like, because Diablo 3 on I didn't care for it as much on computer, but on PlayStation it is awesome. I like Diablo 3.
Diablo 3 gameplay wise, and really anything except the original campaign is perfect, like flawless.
Yeah, I played it at launch and I didn't like it. I played it for like maybe a month and then I stopped playing it for like a year or something and came back to it and I was like, whoa, this game's awesome. And then I stopped playing for a while and then I bought it on console when it was like super cheap. And then I was like, holy shit, this game is amazing.
Yeah, I played it nonstop since launch, and it's, I mean, again, it gets, except the story, but post Reaper of Souls it's the best ARPG ever, like hands down, man.
Yeah, the way that the way they changed that game over the course of time was pretty impressive. Just like adding all the stuff and the seasons and the rifts and just a lot.
Yeah, that end game is awesome.
Yeah, that's what old school Blizzard was known for, is like heeding player feedback and because none of their games were perfect like off the bat, but like they would like interact with the community and like figure out problems and continue support. The continued support is what made Blizzard great back in the good old days.
You guys have phones, right?
Which that game still isn't out. That's been what, 3 years now?
Supposedly it's good though.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
The game you can't play.
I
heard it's very good.
Which game?
Doom or not Doom Eternal, was it
Diablo Immortal?
Diablo Immortal, whatever.
Doom Eternal. Try to get Ralph. You really want Ralph to play this, huh?
I really enjoyed Doom Eternal. They really.
Oh yeah.
That was great. You played it, Leo?
Yeah. Shout out to id, man. They've been killing it ever since with the new IPs ever since 2016, dude.
Yeah. Once they started actually coming out with games again, they've been doing really awesome.
Yeah.
They went like 12 years or something where they were like struggling to finish Doom.
Doom 4, yeah.
Yeah.
They at some point along the way they completely rehired. Yeah.
But yeah,
it was 4. Doom 2016 started out as Doom 4. There's a really interesting documentary about it. They got this guy Hugo who did a lot of the designs for Pacific Rim and a bunch of other cool stuff, and big old metalhead. Ever since he joined the company, definitely they got that moment. Dude, I remember from the trailer or the demo, there was this one moment where the Doom guy, like, there's a screen and he starts telling you in the tutorial. And I don't remember the exact moment, but it's something along the lines of he just grabs that TV screen and pushes it aside and just throws it down and whatever. All these like badass moments. It's just like a lot of like this making fun of game tropes and shit.
Oh yeah, they were talking about that. They were worried about that. It's like, are we really gonna do the old thing? We're like, oh, you play the game, and halfway through, it's like, oh no, it's demons. Like they were just like, what if we just from the get go, like everyone knows it's demons, and it's cool because that's just what people know.
Yeah.
And then like all the cinematics, they're talking about it very casually. Like, oh yeah, we're draining energy from hell. It's like cool.
Yeah. Just fuck it. Just commit, man. It's Doom,
Yeah, and
people know why they're there. Come on.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they really brought it home with Eternal. They really focused on the meta of the game and the
Oh yeah,
the gameplay. They really
learned a lot from the previous game and applied those lessons to Eternal. Eternal's amazing. I've seen you play it, dude. Oh,
Yeah, I know you
I've
hate
seen
it.
a lot of making of stuff of like why they made certain decisions and like the game punishes you for playing bad. And
Yeah, and the game also too with Eternal. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but they basically really made it so you gotta use your whole arsenal and you gotta use the mechanics. You can't bullshit it, which is good. I mean, you're forcing the player to basically challenge themselves.
yeah, they're not underestimating their players' ability to learn, which is a lot of games they just like we just let you do whatever you want and
hold next to open door.
Well, players don't know that like if they have it too easy, they're gonna get bored, but if you are constantly have that feedback loop of you're mastering a new skill, you're doing it well, and you're killing it and you're advancing, then that just feels good and then nail that formula with the new Doom, dude. I watch a lot of documentaries about it.
Dark Souls for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
I'm sure they learned
Dark Souls,
something.
Demon Souls mindset of all that.
I actually
Mastered
never that. But yeah, no, they very much enjoyed Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 was great too. But the thing is, if you play Doom Eternal, you can't quite play Doom 2016 anymore. It's not the same.
Well, because Eternal is founded on the lessons they learned from that previous one, so it's literally going back, and before they solve these problems, So.
Yeah, they were talking during the interview about the making of Doom Eternal, and they were talking about in Doom 2016 we had a crouch feature, and there was like that one time you needed to crouch into a tunnel on level 8. It was awesome. I'm like, what were we thinking? So they replaced the crouch with a dash feature, which they really appreciate that. Like they're making everything like, oh, you're gonna use this, it's useful.
Yeah, they're not sitting on their laurels, man. They're
nope.
They're in it to win it.
It was that.
Yeah, good job to all the crew at Ed on this one. They killed it, man.
Welcome, Belhaven.
Thank you.
What's going on, sister?
Oh, just noodling.
Nice,
What's going on with you guys?
Not much. Glad you can make it.
Hell yeah.
What level are you in New World?
19.
Oh my god, you nerd.
So they're gonna have server transfers pretty soon. So
okay.
So I'll transfer. We'll see which one is more populated. I'm more of a solo runner, so I don't really care how many people are there.
Yeah, I've kind of been doing the same. I guess I'm trying to still give PvP a shot. I haven't done any PvP, but I'm overall a little bored with it for sure.
I should just ask: is this kind of like is this game akin to something?
It's World of Warcraft with better graphics.
But I was gonna say I thought it seemed like a real-time strategy game.
No.
No, it's combat
it's
MMO.
Definitely, yeah.
I think it's on Steam. It's got like a Conquistador metal helmet, right? Is that it?
Yeah. It's the Amazon MMO.
It's Amazon. What?
It's the Amazon MMO.
Oh, because it's Columbus Day edition. Got it.
It's literally by Amazon. It's an MMO.
Actually, yeah, I guess that would be right because
and I'm pretty sure it's a package delivery simulator, right?
Yeah.
No, that's Death Stranding.
Close enough.
Dude, I see some of these simulators, like the Surgeon Simulator. That's funny. I get that. Then I'm on Steam and I see the Job Simulator.
The Job Simulator.
I'm like, who thought this would be a good idea? People can really get home to not be at work and play games. And it's
I
like
really love my cubicle desk job. Let me go home and continue playing it.
No, but the crazy thing is, I think he's actually got a pretty good rating. Pretty popular.
Well, look at
game.
The Sims and Second Life and all those.
Yeah, I mean,
I never
Life,
understood
you
that
can do whatever
game,
you
man.
want.
I couldn't play Sims. I was like, what the fuck am I doing washing? Why am I washing dishes in a fucking? I got dishes to wash on my
Washing
own.
dishes.
why am I maintaining this person's life better than I'm maintaining my own?
I think the same thing with
You
like
gotta-
Farmville and all those
That's what I was
like
doing.
micro.
You gotta put them
Yes.
in a room with no doors
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
and
Same with the
windows.
pool.
Yeah, just put them in a pool and then remove the ladder and watch them drown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow,
do it.
you
Gotta
gotta
do
Y'all
it.
are.
Wow.
There's something wrong with y'all. I'm not gonna tell you how I know this, but
So it's just a simulation to commit murder as an invisible entity.
Grand Theft Auto was.
y'all ever play the what was it? The roller coaster
Nah.
tycoon?
But the game is
Where
more
you
fun.
pause the game
Not
mid.
considered committing murder if you're God.
Oh my god. Isn't there? Who's that band? Is that a Tool or Megadeth or something?
What?
Come on with the murder.
They are both
There's
bands.
song lyrics about that where it's not committed. It's not murder if you're a god. There was something that reminds me. Let me find this. It's a Megadeth song.
Oh, I was just
Is it Symphony of Destruction?
I didn't know. I just said that.
I'm pretty sure that's the
That was
Snake
good.
album.
Love
I
that
just
song.
imagine those old things from the Dark Crystal. Yes, you must.
Oh yes.
Dude, somebody needs to pick up that IP and continue making that show. It was so good. Love that show.
Dark Crystal?
Crystal?
Yeah, the show was God so much better than that fucking movie.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, and I watched that show because it's a prelude to the movie. And then I went and watched the movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of 80s fantasy movies that hold up. That's not one of them.
Not at all.
The only thing I
Puppetry's
remember
good,
from
but
that
the
movie
story's a little
was
rough.
like those things going on for like fucking 30 minutes. Yeah.
No, dude. If you watch Conan the Barbarian, that holds up like a motherfucker. It's
Fucking
great.
greatest movie.
Timeless masterpiece.
It is.
What was the one with David Bowie?
Labyrinth.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
You know the first line of dialogue that Schwarzenegger has in that movie is
You mean when you roll down the hill?
no, when he fights the guy, the gladiator.
Yeah.
That's the first sounds that he makes in the movie.
Yeah, his English wasn't really there just yet. Oh.
Oh, he was fine. He was
What do you
fine.
mean yet?
When was it ever?
Yeah, because
Still learning.
anything good when he's out there screaming, "Screw your freedom."
The gods do pray to.
So we got a Labyrinth fan. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Labyrinth fan.
It is a good movie.
Countdown to extinction. That's the song that you're looking for.
Oh, the Megadeth song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what it was. It wasn't Symphony of Destruction. Countdown to Extinction. Man, I haven't listened to Megadeth in a while.
Yeah.
Listen to Megadeth.
Seen them live.
Oh, man.
Pretty dope. Be a man, listen to Megadeth. And then to Extinction lyrics. Now you remember all the lyrics of all the songs ever, huh?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, you motherfucker.
What are you talking about me? I pulled it from the chat.
Oh, is that who told you?
Yeah, the chat. Just in case. Just in case you need some Megadeth. Just in case is there.
Get some good.
Be right back.
No, it's not that.
Ooh, just in case he's saying you're wrong.
It's not that. It's not that.
Oh,
It's a different song. What was it?
ooh.
What was it? What was it?
Oh, me, it's the real me.
Yeah, if you kill one, you're a murderer. If you kill many, you're a god.
No, it goes better. Hold on. I love that, dude. I love that fucking verse. Hold on.
Leo is so hard to please.
It's great entertainment.
I'm telling you, it's stuck in my head now. I gotta find it. Which one was it?
Jeez,
When
I
was it?
think. Oh my god.
Dude, they sing it so well. Hold on.
Do they? How do they sing it?
Was it
too?
Captive Honor? Oh, there it is. There it is. And when you kill a man, you're a murderer. Kill many, and you're a conqueror. Kill them all, and you're a god. There you go. That's what it was. A good song.
Times.
Yeah,
I'll
play
sleep
it.
better tonight.
Play it. Let's get demonetized.
Yeah, let's get that flag going.
Yeah.
Put us on.
Megadeth, Captive Honor. It's a good song. It's a good song. How many people are watching right now?
50 million.
All of them.
All of them.
Everyone.
I'm trying to figure out, isn't there a new series on, I think, Netflix that's with Sigourney Weaver? I couldn't find it.
Talking Oat Studio.
Are you talking about the whale show?
Is that what it is? I feel like it's not.
Oh, she just did something where like she narrated all these like shows about whales and aquatic.
No, I think you might be thinking of Oat Studio. That just came out on Netflix, but it's Neil Blomkamp's like short films. They were playing that as the trailer for it, but it's from like 2018.
Oh, it is.
Just a
I've
bunch
never
of like
seen
short
it.
films.
Does anyone watch Midnight Mass?
No, I've heard it's a lot of fucking dialogue.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard so many mixed opinions on it.
Yeah.
I like the Haunting of the Hill House was
Have
good.
you has anybody watched Chapel White? Dude, if you want some, that's decent, man. Like they're like I'll watch an episode before bed, and then I gotta like watch some comedy after that because it's like some fucking. I don't want to go out on that one, but it's good. It's fucking.
She's really selling.
Selling it pretty hard, bro.
Sometimes you gotta do that. It's
watch,
good. No, it's good. It's fucking Adrian Brody. It's like it's a period piece. It's like. I still don't know like what it's about, and I'm like 3 episodes in, so it's like there's some good fucking dark shit that goes on in that.
Adrian Brody is so good in.
Is it shot inside his nose?
Pretty much.
Wow. I think Samantha has seen it. Samantha Olivas. So we figured out Beyonce's true meaning behind her name. Ivana.
What is it?
Beyond saving. Ooh.
You know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Right, well. Like speaking of the movie or the series you were talking about, I'm still going through all the Walking Dead episodes. Definitely watch
that show.
No?
No, it's like watching old people fuck, dude. It just drags on. No fucking climax. It's like terrible.
I can't say that I ever have, but I can imagine.
Looks like looks like a jam in an old time taffy pull machine. Just not fucking good.
Oh yeah. I quit on season 2 by myself.
I like after the ending of season 1. I was just in it to hate watch it, and I made it to like halfway through season 5, and then it was fucking done. I was like, "Fuck this!" And it's a shame because that comic was really fucking good. Like I bought the first issue the day it hit the stand, and I read it, and I was like, "This is garbage," because it pretty much felt like a ripoff of 28 Days Later. So I didn't go back to it, and then like. I think it was like 9 months later, I was in the comic shop and like issue 1 was going for $50. And like, you never see a new comic go for like that high. And I was like, whoa, fuck. Okay. Maybe I'll check it out. And I got the trade paperback and powered through the first one. It was like, oh shit, this is great. And then I don't know what the fuck they did with that show. I swear, I feel like the show suffered because the actors' fucking agents probably like bitched and fucking threatened lawsuits or whatever to like extend their characters' time so they could get like more money.
What really killed is that they changed the directors. The season 1 director was a different guy, but I think he was going really crazy with the budget, as you could see for the time. The first, they had a whole city full of zombies and all that.
Yeah,
and that's why on season 2 they spent 5 fucking episodes in a farm and on a highway. So there you go.
Yeah, like it just, I don't know, like that was the beauty of the comic, was like you just get into a character and fucking pull the rug out right from underneath him. And like there were so many characters that just dragged on and on and on. I couldn't do it.
Understandable.
I hear that. Yeah.
Sorry. If anybody likes
Oh,
that
you're
show.
fine, man.
I liked season 1. I quit on season 2.
Yeah, Gorgon's getting into Lost. I like Lost.
I haven't watched that.
What do you think about the ending?
Well, if you've seen the ending
Spoilers!
to Game of Thrones, it won't be worse than Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
True
Doing
that.
another one,
True
aren't they?
that, dude.
Is that worse than
They did
Dexter?
another
Though?
Game of Thrones?
I feel like Dexter is probably, like, if I had to out the way like all three, I think Dexter comes out on top.
Are they doing Dexter the movie? They're relaunching it or something? Aren't they doing
It's a
something?
series.
Yeah.
It's
Because
basically
it was
where
so
he
bad, they're trying to make another one to.
Yeah.
Did you know about the book for Dexter? It's all like supernatural and shit. It's nothing like the show.
Really?
He's like possessed by like a Mediterranean deity of vengeance or something.
What the fuck?
There's like supernatural shit in the book.
That's Dexter's lab. Big difference.
No. Yeah.
Put them in a laboratory.
Yeah, Dexter is based on the laboratory.
You're watching it the whole time. You're like, when's he gonna start killing people? I don't understand.
Starts pulling out a tarp.
That was a good show.
Laying out the tarp. Baby, come into my room.
That's why his mom's always got the cleaning gloves on.
Oh my god.
He's always, putting people in the acid baths. She needs those gloves.
Oh my god.
I just remember like one episode of that show where like he figured out a way to like stop time so that he could have like all the time he needed in the morning, and it just backfired. Like everything just took for fucking ever instead. It was so good.
We talk about Dexter's Lab.
Show
right?
was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the wrestling episode.
Because Macho Man was in it.
Oh yeah.
It was watching.
Yeah, it was like like the Justice League versus this guy named Wrestler. And it was voiced by Macho Man Randy Savage.
There you go. Oh yeah.
And he couldn't none of them could beat him except Monkey.
Oh no. The one show I'm amazed that they were able to get by the Cartoon Network producers was Johnny Bravo. I don't know how they pulled that shit off to this day.
I thought that was great.
It's for kids. It's definitely for kids.
I'm still trying to get over Ren and Stimpy, dude.
I didn't really.
Shit messed me up.
They didn't dub that one for us in Brazil. What was the premise of that one?
Oh man.
Ren and Stimpy. What was the premise of Ren and Stimpy? I couldn't tell you.
Powdered toast, man.
It was about a dog, 2 dogs, and one of them like a Chihuahua and some. And
It's a cat and a dog.
No, yeah, I think Stimpy's a cat.
Yeah, Stimpy's a cat.
If you've never seen it,
You can't tell. You don't know anything about the show.
Because
You can't explain
they
it.
do kitty litter stuff. Well, the first season was different than the rest. Because the first season was John Kay.
Yeah.
Who's a
the later ones
crazy
were pretty messed up.
Dude.
Yeah, because I think the early ones was like on Nickelodeon, and then I think once they moved it to I forgot what channel, Spike TV. That's when they.
No, well, that was a different show, but
it was.
Most Ren and Stimpy stuff people think of is actually like the later seasons, because the first season was
The messed up ones.
They didn't play it as much just because it was so messed up. And John Kay is notoriously bad at time management. There's like some pretty interesting documentaries about just him as a person and just how terrible he is. I've met him before because he worked on a movie that I worked on.
Oh, okay.
Which is just crazy.
Was he
But
like-
yeah, he's just a very out there kind of guy. But yeah, the first season is drastically different. Then they kind of toned it down. Same with SpongeBob. SpongeBob was a lot of the same people for season 1. So that's why they had like the extreme close-ups and stuff that were all like super gross. But then they kind of stopped. So
Love the first 4 seasons. Those are like my favorite one is pre-hibernation, when they're like doing extreme sports. So every time they did extreme sports, I think Slayer would play in the background.
So it's Pantera.
Yes.
It's Pantera.
Was it Pantera? No, it was
yeah.
Slayer. Was it
It was
Pantera or
Pantera.
Slayer? Between the two.
It was Pantera. I assure you. I assure you it was Pantera. So basically, like, when you say it's, like, I'm still not getting like a good vibe. Like when you say it was dark, like what? Like the topics or the
no, Ren and
It was
Stimpy
dark
just
undertones.
gross. It was super gross.
Yeah, it was just
adult
gross.
humor that they were trying to squeeze into a kid show.
Yeah.
Like a lot of showing like asses type things, but they're like wearing clothes.
Probably what's his name? The new one, that underwater one, SpongeBob. Like that's probably the thing today that is the most inspired by Ren and Stimpy.
Well, yeah, it was
Like,
like
based
a
on that.
lot of the people rolled from that onto like Ren and Stimpy because it was can't think of the artist's name, but he did a lot of that, the backgrounds and the close-up paintings and different things like that. They had similar crews on both of those shows, but yeah, it's
You guys ever
it's
watch?
hard to
How-
describe Ren and Stimpy. It's like describing Adventure Time. You can't really describe like what it is.
It's kind of interesting how, like, as an adult, when you look back in some of these shows, there's like, whoa,
yeah.
wow, I didn't catch any of this shit. Yeah.
Well,
That
like
explains
watch
why I'm
the
so
original
fucked up.
Simpsons, like the first couple seasons of the Simpsons and stuff, where he's actually like strangling him and all that. It's like they
Well,
cut that out.
you
pretty
remember?
quick.
Do you remember when the Simpsons were just like shorts on the Tracy Ullman show?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember that.
That's how it got started.
That's
yeah.
before my time.
That's the only reason I watched that show.
Yep.
I remember the shorts of Office Space, which were pretty freaking funny. That were on Saturday Night Live. That's where they started. They're just like horribly animated, but they're.
Oh, I thought it was that the copier guy, the El
Yeah.
Reno.
Oh no! They have the whole. It's just Milton essentially, and he's just like, "I here for the stupid." It's just basically like little skits of that, and then from that they did it. And funny enough, that was the people from The Office did Office Space.
I was told there'd be cake.
Mhm.
Then get a piece of cake. I'm burning down.
The Zinkinator.
Yeah, old Rob
What-
Schneider. That was one of my favorite Rob Schneider bits. Was that whole thing?
Dude, The Office depresses me just
Making
because
copy.
of the undertone of that show.
Undertow?
Basically, just a bunch
Do
of
that
people-
whenever someone joins the Dojo from now on.
What did you just say?
Oh, what the fuck you just said, little kid?
Do the whole Rob Schneider
special?
bit.
Oh yeah.
So whenever someone enters, you're like,
I don't know what the fuck you just said, little kid.
But do any of you guys get that when you watch The Office? Like, there's that subtle undertone of just people resigning and in life to their position.
I've lived it.
I just it gets to me.
Yeah, it's why it represents an office very accurately.
No,
But
I
he's
know
the best in the whole company, which is the funny part about that show. Is he seems like the worst, but he's actually like his company and his branch is one of the best in the whole company.
I guess they changed how he is, which you can clearly see from season 1 to season 2.
Oh yeah.
They-
Well, he's like a slick, sleazy car salesman almost in that first season.
That's exactly what they're going for. They were trying to mimic the British office,
Yeah.
but they understood that was one season. People are not gonna tolerate this guy for like multiple seasons. So they basically decided to change how he looked and how he acted. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had like hair implants because even his hair was like thinner in that first season.
Yeah,
And,
no,
like,
no,
looked a lot fuller.
Yep, that's right. And he had it combed straight back with a lot of Joe.
Michael Scorn, freeze.
when he went through his improv class and he pulled a gun in every scene.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like, "No more guns, Michael. You can't have a gun." And then like he goes in the next scene, he like whispers in the guy's ear. And the guy puts his hand up, and she's like, "What did he say to you?" He told me that if I don't give him the money, he's got a gun in his pocket.
The funniest bit was when they were doing the CPR training. To me, that was the best one.
Oh yeah. Stay on.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out.
Where are you going?
What?
Get something to eat. I'm hungry. I didn't eat all day.
Oh, it is midnight too. Time's up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait a second. Wait a second, everybody. Wait a second.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right, Leo, let him know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll let them know. Let them know.
Let him know.
All right, everybody, I'm Leo David Charikar, teacher, sentient potato, creature artist, feet model. No.
I seen your feet. You're no feet model.
No, you're right.
Carmen's got to go eat, dude. Come on, man.
All right, let's talk about feet more then. Yes, I can be found. I'm a comic artist, writer, game designer, and I can be found at thunderstormart.com. Follow, like, and subscribe. Support me on Patreon. We're making a tabletop RPG and a comic book. It's going to be awesome.
All right, Carbon, let him know.
All right, my name is John Carbon. I stream on Twitch under Carbon _4444, and you can see me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook under J Carbon Art 44.
There you go, people. Now you know. Now
44,
you know.
44.
D-Zinc, let him know.
Hey, I'm DZ.
All right, D-Zinc, let him know. My name is.
Hey, D-Zinc.
So is it Dizink?
I'm Dizink. You can find me on ArtStation or Instagram at Daniel Zink or DH Zink. Either or, you can typically find it. Or just D-Zink.
All right.
That's it.
Mandibles, let him know.
How you doing? Harry Mandibles. You can get all my goodies at. Man, John's gotta eat.
So hot.
Gotta be nice.
So hot.
Jesus.
I'm Raphael. You can see my handle on the screen, _digital_arts. You can find me on Instagram and Friendster. Yeah, and I'm working on my own comic book too. Yeah, it's kind of like Full House. You guys will see when it comes out.
All right. Belhaven, let him know.
Hello, my name is Ivana. You can find me on Instagram or ArtStation under Ivana Njegomir, or you can type in Ivana NJ, and I'm sure you'll find me. And I do lots of creature and animal stuff.
There we go. And my name's Spicer. Thank you for being here for another episode of Friday Night Live with the ladies and gentlemen of the Dojo. We will be back next Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Everybody say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Miracle.